Hello, Thought Journey 73. I was having a bunch of discussions with some theists and on other videos. That was quite interesting. One thing that was thrown at me was, if man had created everything, then why would he make it so hard on himself that you have to follow these rules so strict? Wouldn't he have made it easier? It made sense, just on the surface. Yeah, it did. Why? So for this, I want to go back a little bit to stress my point again. Man has created God. I wanted to say man should have created, but I even think that it's probably 100% sure that man has created God for his own purpose of gaining power and making money. So, why would he make it hard on himself? I feel that the simple reason all religions are getting corrupted is because man created it. It's because he created it. And they're based on God, so he should have created God also. So he can end up creating the religions. That's why the people who go out to preach most of the time end up being corrupted. I don't even have to give you examples. It's just, you can see it for yourself. Because they know it's not 100% true. They know that. That's the whole deal. That's why they do not, even though they made it hard, they know that it's all false. So they go about doing that. Right? I mean, if they're preaching this and they're so hard on believing it, they would have thought 100 times before doing a simple sin. That's what drives me to think that man should have created God. And he has created it for power and money. I'm just thinking, traveling back to Stone Ages, or when man was created and his prime goal is to go find food. Well, the weather would have forced him to go find better clothing to protect himself from the elements, and find a shelter to protect himself from the elements. So those three is what would have been in the minds of human when he was created. I use the word he in a generic sense, but he or she. But once when those three are satisfied, what does human need? What does he need? What does he need? Entertainment. And that entertainment could be simple as watching somebody dance, or him going and jumping from a cliff into a pool, or whatever. But it could also involve having power over others. A portion, but power as such is also another major need for human. Everybody loves to have control over others. That's a big desire. So, once when all the three were satisfied, maybe human was sitting and thinking, alright, now what? These idiots, they're not even listening to me. I gotta scare them first. Right, how could you scare them? Scare is always the fear of unknown. If you know there is a thief inside your house, you're afraid. But more afraid is your thought, what if there is something behind the door? What if there is something? That's even more scarier. That psychological scare. The psychological fear that could just eat up your brains. It's like, if a guy comes and shows a gun at you, you have some options to do. I can just probably give my wallet, or just run, or maybe fight. You have a bunch of options. But if you have a fear, what if a guy with a gun, or what if this is there? What if this happens? That's the worst psychological fear anybody can have. So man started using it. What if you're dead? What happens after you die? And where do you go? Oh, that scares the heck out of anyone. Because you have no idea, nobody has told you what will happen. Going to my analogy of what if there is a guy who comes with a gun, then you can talk to some people and find out, hey, it's not that scary here, it's about, don't be there during midnights or after 10 p.m. Just try to go there and leave by 7 p.m. so you're pretty safe. So you have something to work with. But this crap, what happens after you're dead, it scares the heck out of you. You have nobody to talk to. That's why you have 100 stories. They broil you in the hot oil bath, or they roast you, they pour this into your ears, and that scare the crap out of you. And you're scared to death. That's why they used it. Now they got you. And then you know what happened. They just built God over it, and then they built the religions around it. They have kept the people still scared to shit, man. I mean, it's crazy, but it's surprising, It's just surprising how people are still so gullible and they fall for all these. All right, that's my thought for today. Bye.